If you're a fan of my content and you want even more, head over to twitch.tv/AceTrainEliam, link in the description, for live streams 5 days a week. Come and join our amazing community. Hey everybody, AceTrainEliam here and welcome to another episode of MetroMania. For those who aren't aware, MetroMania is an ongoing 16 Pokémon Metronome only double battle tournament to determine the MetroMania Champion, and this season, Season 5, is all about Mega Evolution. If you're a fan of MetroMania already and you're ready for more, make sure you hit the like button, show you're enjoying this series, and of course hit the subscribe button if you're new so you never miss a piece of the action. This season's already started off with a bang, but we are quite away from finding out who our MetroMania Champion's going to be. We've got 7 more heats to go, including today, which is Heat 2, but before we get into today's battles, let's take a look at the all-important brackets. At the end of Heat 1, we said goodbye to Garchomp. Unfortunately, Garchomp is already out in the first stage of Metromania Season 5. Mega Rayquaza, true to its ridiculous overpoweredness, is moving on into the quarterfinals. It's going to be a very dangerous competitor going forward, so we really need someone to pull something out of the bag and see if they can take down Rayquaza on the road to becoming Metromania Champion. But there are many people on Team Rayquaza, so let's not shoot Rayquaza in the foot. Let's be impartial about this. But we need to find out its first opponent in the quarterfinals. Is it going to be Mega Sableye or is it going to be Mega Pinsir? Let's find out. And here is Metromania Heat 2 underway. Mega Sableye taking on Mega Pinsir. Now, an important thing to note about Pinsir is its Aerialate ability, which changes normal type moves into flying type moves, making them stab and increasing their power by a further 30%. Very, very dangerous, especially in Metronome battles, as we see Round, perfect example of a move affected by that Aerialate ability, doing a lot more damage than it normally would have done, and, of course, being able to hit the Ghost-type Sableye, more importantly. Here is Ring Out from Shiny Pinsir on that Shiny Sableye, doing massive damage there. But of course, Sableye has the Magic Bounce ability, so it can bounce status conditions and stat-reducing moves back at the opponent, although gonna go for Sky Attack instead, which will be super effective on the next turn. A shiny Mega Sableye looks to pull out something of its own, goes for Fissure, which of course won't affect the flying type Pinsir, which is immune to ground type moves. Here comes regular Mega Pinsir. What will it do here? Gonna go for Happy Hour. It's a bit too early to be celebrating, my dude. I know you're proud of that little Aerialate round you used before, but you gotta do some actual attacks if you want to take down these little Sableye cheeky people. Here's some punishment though from the shiny Pinsir, doing huge damage to regular Sableye. What will shiny Sableye do here? It's going to go for Reversal, which won't be very effective at all on the flying and bug type Mega Pinsir. Here's that Sky Attack though on that regular Mega Pinsir for a great deal of damage there, bringing that Mega Pinsir down to less than half its max HP. Looking dangerous for the Pinsir boys, probably regretting that Happy Hour right now. Here's shiny Mega Pinsir going for an Ice Punch. Of course, shiny Mega Pinsir does have decent physical attack. As you can see, the physical prowess is on display, bringing that shiny Sableye to the danger zone, although regular Pinsir fails with a teleport, because of course, you can't teleport out of these battles. Here's shiny Sableye with a Razor Leaf. Again, that's going to be 4 times resisted by both the Pinsir there. It's not looking good on the part of Sableye right now. What will regular Mega Sableye do to make up for its allies' blunders? Gonna go for Sparkling Aria. I think that will knock out the regular the shiny Sableye though. Knocks out its partner. Now it's up against 2 Pinsir on its own. Didn't even do a great deal of damage to either of those Mega Pinsir there. This is looking dangerous for regular Sableye. It's put itself in a very difficult position with 2 strong opponents. Amnesia coming out from the shiny Mega Pinsir, which is basically going on the defensive route, increasing its special defense by 2 stages, because of course if this Sableye can't dish out much punishment to these Pinsir, it's going to really struggle to survive against them. Psycho Cut, of course, doesn't affect Sableye, so Sableye lives to fight another day. Gets to fire off another attack. Going to go for Liquidation on which of the Pinsir, though? On the shiny. You would have thought it would have gone for the regular Pinsir, maybe got a knockout on it, made it a one-on-one situation, but it hasn't elected to do that. Here comes regular Pinsir with Amnesia of its own. It's going to increase its own special defense. So now it's very much up to Mega Sableye to go for the physical attacks, I guess, or to try and hope for some critical hits on any special attacks that it might happen to get with the Metronome. Shiny Pinsir going to go for Arm Thrust, but that doesn't affect Sableye. That Ghost typing coming into play there. At least fighting type moves aren't changed by the Aerialate ability. Here's an Ice Fang. That will be super effective though. Great deal of damage there to shiny Mega Pinsir. Maybe Sableye's in with a chance. It's got a lot more more HP. I think it's got more HP at the moment than either of the two Pinsir combined at the moment. Karate Chop, fighting type move, doesn't affect Sableye. Sableye is getting very, very lucky here with the Metronome. And here is regular Pinsir with Roleplay, going to copy the Magic Bounce ability. Very interesting ploy by there, but now it means that the regular Pinsir can't use normal type moves against this Sableye, because now they will just be normal type moves and not change to flying. That works in Sableye's favor. X-Scissor is going to be resisted by the flying typing of Shiny Mega Pinsir, so not a great choice of move, but it still did a decent enough amount of damage. Both these Pinsir are in the danger zone here. Shiny Mega Pinsir is going to go for a Tract, but there's going to be Magic Bounce by Sableye back onto itself. So now it's going to be immobilized by Love potentially against this Sableye. That's a very bad play by Shiny Pinsir there, basically putting itself out of commission from the majority of this match. Calm Mind, though, coming out from the regular Mega Pinsir, going to increase its special attack and special defense by 1 stage apiece. So that's going to be a very deadly Pokemon to contend with. It's at +3 special defense right now. Really wants to hold on to those last few hit points. Here's Sableye with the Rock Blast, though. That will be super effective, and it's physical, so down goes that Pinsir. All that preparation just for absolutely nothing. Here comes the regular Pinsir's gone. Now it's up to the Shiny Mega to try and claw this back, but with its own Attract, it's immobilized by Love. It can't attack the Sableye. Sableye's in the driver's seat right now. What will it do here? It's going to go for Speed Swap. I don't know if that's the best idea. I mean, it means that it will get to move first on the next turn, so I guess that's something to go for. You know, that's something working in its favor. Maybe tricking the Pinsir right there. Goes for Avalanche. That will be super effective on the flying type Pinsir, and Sableye has taken round 1 in what has to be considered an upset. It was very much on the back foot to start off with, but now it's just it's won. It needs to win one more round, and it can go to the quarterfinals to face, I mean, does it want to face Mega Rayquaza? I guess someone has to eventually. Will it be Pinsir? Will Pinsir be able to mount an equalizer here? Or will Sableye manage to trick it again? Oh, my voice is breaking. Have I just hit puberty? There's the guard swap, which isn't going to do a great deal because there's no stat changes right now because it's the first turn of a battle, so wasted turn. But here's Shiny Pinsir going to go for Camouflage, which will change it into a normal type. I don't know if that was a wise decision right there. It's now no longer, I mean, it gets rid of it 4 times rock weakness, I suppose, if anything. But here's an Embargo, which is a completely wasted turn as well, by regular Sableye onto Shiny Pinsir, because, of course, there are no items in play, so no items can be used regardless of Embargo. Here's Shiny Sableye, though, who is going to go for Electric Terrain. Very interesting play right there. Going to put the Electric Terrain in effect. Nobody touching the ground is going to go to sleep, so I guess any Spore-type moves or anything like that aren't going to be detrimental to the Sableye's attempted victory. Here's Grudge, though, from the Shiny Mega Pinsir, who wants its target to bear a grudge. Will that come into play, though? Will that be a factor? We don't know just yet, but here's a Heart Swap from the regular Mega Pinsir, which is, again, stat changes that haven't... Why are you switching so many stat changes that don't exist? It's so strange. Here's the Shiny Sableye going for Gastro Acid, wants to suppress that Aerialate ability. Again, that's going to be great for the Sableye team because it means that the Shiny Mega Pinsir's normal type moves will indeed be normal type moves. Here's Toxic on the regular Mega Pinsir from regular Mega Sableye. So going to badly poison that Pinsir, limiting its time on the field. The Sableye showing some really good strategy here, as opposed to the Pinsir team, which seems to be just swapping completely useless stat changes because stat changes haven't happened yet. Here's the Shiny Mega Pinsir, though, who is going to go for a Stab Gust, which is going to do a tiny bit of chip damage there to Shiny Mega Sableye. Will its partner be able to do more offensive damage? Going to go for Recycle and recycle a berry that isn't there. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Regular Mega Pinsir is really letting its team down. Here's Sand Attack from the Shiny Sableye onto the Shiny Pinsir, lowering its accuracy by 1 stage. What will regular Sableye do here? What's it got in store? The Sableye team are having a great time here, swapping the terrain to Misty Terrain, because why not? So they will... This is bizarre. I'm just so confused at this point. They're just swapping terrain. Regular Pinsir just can't get it out of the gate right now. It needs to figure something out. Is it going to finally go for an offensive move? Are you going to do something, Pinsir? It's going to go for Bind. of all the moves to go for. So that's going to do a tiny bit of chip damage. It will hurt the shiny Sableye at the end of the turn, but not the greatest of moves you could have gone for. And here is the shiny Mega Pinsir, who's going to go for Gear Grind, but it's avoided due to the accuracy drop from the Sand Attack. So this is great for Sableye. It really sees an opening here. Going to go for Multi-Attack, which is going to dish out some punishment on that shiny Pinsir. Massive damage with that critical hit right there. Will regular Sableye be able to capitalize and follow up here? Goes for Dig, which of course isn't going to affect either of these Pinsir. Wait, when did that Pinsir use Camouflage? If it's on the shiny Pinsir, it will get hit because of the because it changed into a normal type. That was this round, wasn't it? Wasn't it? There's the bind damage though, so we'll find out next turn. Here's the regular Mega Pinsir. What will it do here? It's going to go for Force Palm, but of course that doesn't affect shiny Sableye, so shiny Sableye is going to just completely ignore that hit. And here's the shiny Mega Pinsir, who's going to go for Icy Wind, which won't affect the Sableye that's underground, but will affect the Sableye that is above ground at least, and that will reduce its speed by 1 stage. So it's chip damage, it's at least damage. There's the Dig, and it is going to hit that normal type shiny Pinsir. That answers my question from before, bringing it down to less than half its max HP. Shiny Sableye is going to follow up as well with Lock On. I mean, sure, why not? You know, Lock On. By all means, you do what you need to do. They're just kind of dancing around each other at the moment. These Pokemon, like, I mean, that Pinsir that's just been hurt by poison really needs to get it together. It's got maybe 2 or 3 turns left on the battlefield, and I really feel like it hasn't done much at all. Shiny Pinsir can use items again, but doesn't need to. Here's regular Pinsir. Will it make its mark in this battle? Goes for Return, which is going to be a flying type return, which is going to do a tiny bit of damage there. Not a great deal, but it was an attack nonetheless. And here's shiny Pinsir with Mean Luck, but it is going to get magic bounced back, even though it's a completely pointless and useless move in this battle because no one can escape anyway unless they get knocked out. Complete waste of time. But that's an opportunity for the Sableye team to succeed. It's an opportunity for the Sableye team to actually attack with the super effective Fire Lash. That'll do it. Bringing that Pinsir down, taking it completely out of the competition with a critical hit. Down goes regular Mega Pinsir, and it's looking very good for the Sableye team right now, who, remember, have 1 victory under their belt already. And we see a bounce, which when that hits next turn, that's going to be super effective on that shiny Pinsir. So, shiny Mega Pinsir really needs to do something. It needs to protect itself, it needs to go underground, it needs to get out of the way of that Sableye. Goes for Egg Bomb, which doesn't affect Sableye because, of course, it's a normal type move because that Gastro Acid suppressed its ability. Here's Whirlpool, which is going to deal damage at the end of each turn to this shiny Pinsir. So it's trapped in the Vortex right now. Here's the bounce from the shiny Mega Sableye, which is doing a decent amount of damage there. There's the Whirlpool damage as well. This shiny Pinsir is in a very dangerous position. The mist has disappeared. No more misty terrain. What's going to happen? It's looking all Sableye right now. And who coming into this battle thought that Sableye would be on top? Here's Foresight. Oh my god, it's going to get magic bounce. Look, oh gee, come on. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Use Foresight, which gets magic bounce onto yourself. Why not? What will Sableye do here? What's it thinking? It's going to go for Rage, which is going to do a tiny bit of chip damage there to that shiny Mega Pinsir. Not enough to take it down. What will its ally do? Here's shiny Sableye, who's going to go for Bulk Up, increase its attack and defense, which means that shiny Mega Pinsir is going to fall to the Whirlpool damage at the end of this turn. And that is the battle. It is 2-0. I did not see this coming. Sableye takes the Heat 2 victory and is going to go on to the quarterfinals in a few weeks to take on Mega Rayquaza. That is unbelievable. Now tell me honestly, and completely honestly, who had their money on Sableye beating Pinsir? Because I didn't. Once the random number generator chose these Pokemon and chose their position, I did not think that Sableye had a cat in hell's chance against Aerialate Mega Pinsir, but I got completely proven wrong. And a 2-0 victory as well? I'm just absolutely flabbergasted. So, I mean, well done to Sableye. You get the, I guess, prestigious honor of facing Mega Rayquaza in the quarterfinals. I mean, good luck to you, mate. Have fun with that one. But unfortunately, we say goodbye to one of the coolest looking Mega Evolutions there is, Mega Pinsir. Of course, don't forget to tune in next week for Heat 3, where we're going to see Mega Manectric take on Mega Ordino. And that's where I'm going to leave this episode of MetroMania. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to support the channel like these wonderful people down here do, pledge to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/AceTrainerLiam. And for live streams 5 days a week, head over to twitch.tv/AceTrainerLiam. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.